Hey everyone, here is my Wrangler 392 in Hydro Blue. Just wanted to make a quick POV drive and just do a quick walk around before I take her on a short drive. Thought I'd show off this color a little bit in the sun. This is Hydro Blue. And then you have those gold accents that come on the 392. And then of course that hood scoop. Have those 17-inch beadlock capable wheels. Comes with the painted top and fenders on the 392. And I think this color just looks amazing in the sun. Definitely stands out. Now this isn't a cold start. Already driven it today, and this isn't gonna be a spirited drive, but more of a just a drive around town. Only have about 214 miles on it so far. I just picked it up a couple days ago, and this thing sounds amazing even at the low RPMs. Part of that's due to the dual mode exhaust button right here, which I left it on the whole time. I haven't turned it off a single time. Other than that, it's pretty standard JL Rubicon in here. You do have this dark gray dashboard instead of red that you get on the normal Rubicons. You also get the advanced safety group standard. You pretty much get all the options standard on here, but you've also got full-time four-wheel drive. So you have full-time four-wheel drive, and then you have 4 high, part-time, neutral, and 4 low. And then of course all your sway bar disconnects over there, your off-road modes. But let's go ahead and start this up. Just in a cold start, but does still roar. So sounds really good. Here's a look over the hood. Go ahead and take this thing for a little drive. Again, I've only got about 200 miles on here, so the break-in period is for 500 miles, so I'm not gonna go too hard, but just a little drive just to show you how it goes around town. I will say one of the areas where I felt there's the most improvement done on this V8 version is the suspension. It rides over bumps a lot smoother than even a regular Rubicon with a 6-cylinder or 4-cylinder engine. Quick. I'm only giving it about 10% throttle right now, and it's only going up to maybe about 2.5K on the revs, but it's still it's a loud one. They got the exhaust right on this car, so close residential area. It's a speed limit here, but once we get to the main road, sorry if this is bumpy. I'm filming on my iPhone in one hand while driving with the other, so not the greatest setup. I'll have a better POV video after I hit 500 miles. Go ahead and turn here. Even normal driving around town, that sound is just intoxicating. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna sound even better once it's out of that break-in period and I can really stretch its legs. This is a really bumpy road, and this 392 is soaking up the bumps really well. This is 1 inch taller than a 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder Rubicon. It's 2 inches lifted over the standard base Wrangler. The way it picks up speed doesn't really feel like it's a Wrangler. I mean, this is something that feels like really like a G63 AMG. That's the only thing I can compare it to. I mean, it feels like a muscle car. You can feel it. You can feel like when you turn on the engine, you can feel the rumble, you can hear the sound. Feel the engine through the wheel, so it feels like very much like a muscle car, especially with that soundtrack. But this could be daily driven. I mean, absolutely. I know the older Wranglers, you know, they might not have been the best for everyday driving, but this one is, I mean, I couldn't imagine someone saying they wouldn't want to. It's smooth, it's quick, it's got power, it sounds great. Fuel economy is not the best, but that's not what you buy these for. I mean, you can go here, listen to it. I mean, if you're buying this car, you don't care about fuel economy. You just care about that V8 and that sound, and it delivers on both of those. Handles actually pretty well, even though it's taller than sitting up higher than a regular Rubicon. Handles great for what it is. Wrangler does get a lot of attention from what I've noticed. It might just be because it's new, or I think people in general seem to like Wranglers a lot. It's just a lovable vehicle and extremely capable off-road, and I think just people just see a Wrangler and they gravitate towards it. It's just cool. So you get a lot of thumbs up, you get a lot of looks, especially in this blue color. I find a lot of people coming up and having a conversation and stuff. And there's not a ton of them on the road. I hope the sound is coming through okay. I'm filming on an iPhone. Oh, there's a little accident here. Looks like everyone is okay. Hope they're doing fine. On the highway, it feels a lot more stable. I think part of that is just because of all that extra power you have. You're not having to stay high up in the RPM range, or you're not having to constantly downshift or upshift. This will do just fine in 8th gear. It does come with 33-inch all-terrain tires, KO2s. You can get the optional mud terrain Vulcan tires, but I just stuck with the all-terrains for this one. I plan on putting 37-inch tires on this pretty soon. I think as soon as I get through the break-in period, I'm going to order a set of 37s and see how they do. Definitely different feeling that you're quicker than at least half of the cars on the road in a Wrangler. You're so used to not having as much power, but with this thing, I mean, you can take pretty much the majority of vehicles you see on the road, absent anything like a pure sports car. This thing is quick, but it's not going to beat a Porsche or anything like that. Alright, so that was a quick little drive. Hope you enjoyed it. Didn't get to go too crazy, but you still get a little impression about the sound. And like I said, I'll have another video once I hit